Hey guys, I'm Amaroth and I have figured out that shooting LightIntBand and LightFloatBand DBC tutorials would take quite a long time, so I will eventually get to it and I will make very detailed videos about those two. But for now, I would like to release this short video which just describes general things you need to know about those two DBCs in order to be able to edit them, and you can just figure the rest out on your own. I think that you should be able to do so without too big issues. Both of those DBCs work in very similar manner actually. Both of them start with ID and amount of entries, and then they've got time values and assigned color values, and in the second one yet again ID, amount of entries, time values, float values in this case. And what this does is that we've got obviously ID, then there is number, and there you can see that there are time values. Those time values are in halves of minutes. So we've got 24 hours per day times 60, that's amount of minutes, times 2, and we've got amount of halves of minutes during the day. And that's unit which is used in those two DBCs. Which means that, for example, here you can see time 0, that's midnight obviously. 720 is actually 6 a.m. Okay, this is midday, and this is, I suppose, 6 p.m. or something like that. That's near a night, or you know, like 11 p.m. or something like that. So that's how you set time. You've got multiple values which are changing. In LightIntBand, for example, we've got colors, and let's say seventh row is fog color. So we can set multiple fog colors, and they are changing during the day. That's what those time values are for. So in LightIntBand, you would find fog color. That's this one, for example, in this case. And as you can see, there are actually 5 different colors set for fog in this light params, and those 5 colors are being changed during the day, and they are changing during the day as the day is progressing. And you can have a lower amount of settings, or you can have bigger amount of settings. That's completely up to you. So that's what you can do here. Change amount of time spans and change when are those time spans starting and ending. So this is between 0 and 6 a.m. and so on. And these are actual values for those different times which are used. Now about those, the system is by the way the same in both DBCs. We've got yet again ID, amount, we've got 16 times together with the first one, and we've got data for those 16 times. So these are the same actually, and my editor has crashed. That's very sweet. For some reason it doesn't love these DBCs very much. Never mind that. And now the last thing I would like to talk about, because that's a tricky one, those are colors in LightIntBand. As you can see, these colors are here in data. Color values are in these rows here. But you can see that it's just one number. So how do you find out what are these colors, or how do you pick your colors? Well, the first thing you need to get is a hexadecimal value of your color. So you can use any HTML color picker generator. You can find multiple on Google, and get some color you want, and you need to get its hexadecimal value, which is for example here. Or you can use, for example, Photoshop, click on color here and pick some color you want, and you get hexadecimal value here in this case. So you need to get this hexadecimal code, which is 6 letters and numbers, 6 symbols. And then you will need to go to this web page. I will link it in video description. And here in this hexadecimal field, fill 00 and your code. That's what you need. and convert to decimal. And you will get decimal value which is corresponding with your code of your color. And this is, by the way, what it looks like in binary. And this value is what you actually use here. So if you want to set, for example, let's say this blue color to fog should have this color during the, let's say, whole day. No problem. Go here, use this value, convert it to decimal, get binary, get a decimal value. And now which one is fog? Well, we need to go to LightIntBand that handles colors, and LightIntBand 7th one is fog color. 7th one is actually, in my case, this one. So here is fog color, and we want to use this color as fog color during whole day. So you will just copy it everywhere. Or what we could do is set zeros here to keep it clean, and just say there is only one fog color which is used during whole day. And that's it. This should work. Just one fog color for whole day, which is this one, which is this blue one. So that's how you set up colors in LightIntBand, and which color is which is what you can get from this table here in LightIntBand on Wiki. In LightFloatBand there are some fog distance and multiplier and so on. Yet again, you can read here what it does and how it works, and you can toy around with it. I will make full video, some sort of presentation where I will demonstrate what the different values are for and what they are doing and what it looks like when you change them. But it will take a lot of time, and I don't have that time right now. So this was just generic video where I wanted to show you how to edit those DBCs, how they work, and you can figure the rest out on your own if you want to. So that's it, guys. I hope this was useful for you, and as always, happy modding.